this concept further with our new show, Adding Zeros with Harish Mehta.
In life, we have an opportunity every single day to listen, learn, and grow, to become better and better.
Exactly made you to get into this adding zeros to life.
Banker for 20 years and then moving on to lead an organization as one of the
If one says India's contribution to the world is zero, it means that the concept of zero as a digit was developed in India, presumably in the 5th century. And we are going to take this concept further with our new show, Adding Zeros with Harish Mehta. He's going to add value to you in terms of pleasure, joy, happiness, wealth, even growth, building respect, relationships, and most important, trust. So welcome to Adding Zeros with Harish Mehta. But before we start, I think Mr. Mehta doesn't need a round of introduction, but let me still tell you who is the man behind Adding Zeros to Harish Mehta. Harish Mehta is a speaker, he's a teacher, he's a mentor, he's a trainer, an executive coach in leadership and business. He's currently the president of the Mumbai chapter of Professional Speakers of Association of India, and also has been an action coach on thought leadership. Let's talk to him, get to know more. What is that adding zeros to business, adding business to life is all about? We're going to talk about adding zeros to your company. Well, it isn't about magic, but it's about learning from his experiences, learning with what is it that one can add value to with your knowledge and gain more and more value in life. Hello and welcome to Adding Zeros with Harish Mehta. Welcome, Harish, to the show.
Thank you, Santosh. It's a great pleasure and honor that we together have this opportunity of sharing this concept to the people around the world, especially our own country, India.
Absolutely.
I'm so proud to be one of the facilitators worldwide to bring this to India. And as you mentioned, in life, in business, in profession, where are we adding zeros or zero? I am sure people would understand that in life, we have an opportunity every single day to listen, learn, and grow, to become better and better using our 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the only resource in terms of time, creating value for ourselves and sharing this value around the world, especially with the people you are surrounded with and the people you wish to be engaged with. Help them in the journey.
So first, Harish, we would like to know what exactly made you to get into this adding zeros to life? What inspired you? Where did you derive this inspiration, this motivation, may I say?
I must confess to you and the people who are going to watch me, I turned to become a coach, mentor, teacher 2012, almost 9 years back. Being a banker for 20 years and then moving on to lead an organization as one of the directors in the organization in a lifestyle brand for 10 years, I decided I had to give more to the people. And that is where I chose to become what I have become. By unlearning what I had learned being a banker, and also unlearning being an entrepreneur and a partner in a lifestyle organization for 10 years.
Yeah.
And when you unlearn, the joy of learning comes in. And learning from the greats in the world. And I must confess that the investment that I have made on myself is really coming good now. When I share this with you, I speak that yes, investments are to be made on yourself, be it when you are 20, 30, 40, 50. I did at 52. And I still remember when I made this investment, I felt, do I really need to make at this age? But then I was reminded of some great people. Captain Nair in India, he started his hotel business at the age of 61. So some great people are there to inspire you. And when you unlearn, you come out fresh, learning something new. So while I was in this journey of coaching, speaking, I got in touch with friends of mine who were launching this product in 2018-19, pulling profits out of the hat by adding zeros to your profits in business, in profession, and in life. So the word stuck me, and I went on to get my certification 2 years back in October to my home ground, Las Vegas, where I learned becoming a business coach and action coach, and learned this over a period of 7 days. And now I came back. Last year was COVID, so we thought it fit to launch it in better times. And today, as we speak, we launch it today, the 1st of March, 2021, a new beginning to look at the world, how they can add zeros to their life, business, and profession.
Absolutely. You put it rightly. We are marching ahead with adding zeros in this next few months. And, we'll be on and on every fortnight, hopefully, connecting with you, learning a lot more from what Harish has experienced and has learned or unlearned, as he says. Harish, you touched on two key aspects. One is, age doesn't matter, right? It's not too late to learn. I think that's very, very important. And the second one being, investment in education is always rewarding, it be at whatever time of your life. So tell us a little more about the journey of, coaching, mentoring, training for you with your rich, varied experience in banking over the years, how you have evolved yourself, which possibly gives our viewer an idea or some kind of understanding as to what can they look forward to from adding zeros on the show.
Thank you. With great question, Santosh. 20 years of banking. Small, medium, large, exceptionally large. In these 20 years, I was sitting behind the desk as a branch head, and I learned what business owners needed, what professionals needed, what students needed at that time to grow themselves. With this rich experience and thereafter, managing a business as a partner, as an entrepreneur for 10 years, actually doing it taught me a lot of things. Recruiting 3,000 people in Daman and Baddi for the company I was with for 10 years, I realized it's a business of running people, managing people, looking after people, taking care of people, and the rest is magic. When you look after your people, they look after the customer. And when you look after the customer speaks about you, your product, your service, the way you have enriched his life by the product that you serve, by the way you serve, and how better you serve every single time he comes to be served. So, a raving fan is what we are looking at in our customers. And once you are looking at that positioning, you have to be the best. So, when I speak about adding zeros, we're talking about exceptional growth, not ordinary 10, 20, 30% growth in your organization, in your people, and in your customers, and also the people you serve, the community. So, my experience of sitting behind for 20 years, lending, helping people as a bank head, and then doing the business by creating a product, which is a lifestyle product, which is having premium value, serving it to the customers, not only in India, but globally. And then finally, teaching people, becoming the coach, becoming the mentor, teacher, trainer, and a speaker, influencing their minds that if I can do it, you can do it too. So, chose to be a speaker, coach, mentor, teacher, and now happy to influence business owners, leaders, entrepreneurs, create that magic through adding zeros. This is the challenge that I want to launch today, 1st of March 2021. And thank you for speaking about the zeros, which has originated from our country, India.
Absolutely. You know, Harish, with your experience, 20 plus or phenomenal experience, I think what I realized when you were mentioning about your experience, yes, any person, any organization always has the best of the professional talent, the best of the professional skill set. But what is most important, the underlying for any organization to succeed is the people behavior, the people leadership, and the human touch. You know, you have gone through this amazing, awesome journey of banking and then, coaching people. What have been your learnings from the people you have met, where it's very important to understand the person behind that organization? What is your view?
If you ask me, I will bring down to only one word. The moment you start listening to people, you speak less. 2, when you listen to people, you give them respect through your eyes and your ears. And when you listen to people, give them respect, you are building a relationship. And that relationship is trust, which you are creating. And when you create trust with the right communication, every single moment you communicate, you are building a relationship. And remember, every aspect of business is all about the emotional connect. Be it your customer, be it your team, be it your stakeholders, be it the world. They're looking at you, how you communicate, what you communicate, and what are you giving to the people through this communication of connecting with them. I remember when I was with John Maxwell, I have been coached by him, trained by him in Orlando. Everybody communicates, few connect. And I keep this in mind, And then Les Brown, when he spoke about the 3 things you need to remember in life. Dream big, think big. Number 1, that means a winner's mindset. 2, only quality people around you. And 3, the power of communication. So what I want to teach people is every aspect of business, profession, or life requires some essence. And the essence is you need to feel that I have the power within me to educate and take people on this path to become leaders, great leaders and legends. 2, showing them the path, holding their hand as their coach, mentor, giving them the tools of all these great people, and following up every single day. How much did you move? So when I say every aspect of business, life, and profession is all about adding value in terms of the zeros you add to them to yourself and to the people around.
Absolutely. Yeah, can't agree more. Can't agree more, Harish. In fact, you mentioned about that you underwent this process of adding zeros way back 2 years back around, and then you had COVID. Now, for in the entire globe as such, and particularly when I talk about India, it's been a reset. The year 2020 has been a reset, and now, as they say, especially if you look at from an economic standpoint, the growth for India, the way ahead for India, the Soneke Chidya is all set to fly. That's what it is if you look at the early pre-numbers that we are seeing from an economic standpoint. And I think our show, Adding Zeros with Harish Mehta, couldn't have come up or taking off at the right time. So we embark on this awesome journey where people will get to know what is it that, if you're going to embark on a new business, a new startup, you're working on a new role, a new project maybe in your firm. What is that value add, Harish, that you would love to share, would love to give, would love to talk to and really coach them way ahead in our coming episodes?
If I share with you, number one, mindset. I'm going to focus on the mindset of the people. Show them the big picture, which they can see, cannot see, don't want to see out of fear or self-belief. I can't do it. So, number one, show them the big picture. Number two, make them clean what they have carrying for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
In terms of removing the bad and the ugly, here. It's all here. Removing the bad and the ugly, helping them become good. So personal development, one, growing in that process to be moving towards personal mastery. And when you're moving toward this, add value to your business profession by helping you grow your business, your profession, similar to the way I grew you as a person. Sharing with you the tools that you need to have to build that. Three, when all this is cleaned, creativity will come in.
Yeah.
Innovation. New things can come and the self-belief in you. And then the impact. If I can do it, so can the people around me. So take them along on the journey. So big picture, number one, clean yourself, get into the zone of becoming good so that we can take you to greatness, and each one of you has it. Then, once your creativity comes in, you create something which is not there. And third, to make that impact, you need to be able to see that and prepare yourself and the team around you, leadership, management, to see that you go to the next level. And remember, it's all about the belief in you as a business owner, as a professional, as an individual, which takes you to the next level.
Absolutely.
And keeping in mind the power of communication, keeping in mind the power of positivity, keeping in mind enthusiasm. And before I forget, self-discipline leads you on the journey to business excellence and organizational excellence, which is what you are all capable of. So helping you, holding your hand on the journey is the job that I'm going to do for the next 20 years, creating leaders, creating organizations that become legends as human beings, as individuals, and creating some great organizations that talks about excellence, excellence, excellence.
Absolutely. I can't agree more, but I want to share one of my own personal experiences, right? When I went in for my radio jockey auditions way back in 95, 96, I really didn't have a quote unquote media experience, right? My only claim to fame was basically, Harish, my announcements that I would do in my colony fancy dress, that was my only claim to fame. And I found that there were 300 plus participants for this audition. But I had one thing in mind, that I can do it. And I kind of recall there was a very famous advertisement. Basically, the brand ambassador I remember was Amitabh Bachchan. And it was for a very famous telecom company then. And there was this big billboard which I saw on from the local train in Churchgate. And that simply said, "Believe in you, believe in yourself." It was such a strong statement, and that really kind of led me through and took me through this whole round of auditions. And I really said, I don't care a damn about what the others have experienced. I have my own experience in life and I will make it. And I think that's what I want to ask you. My next question to you, as youngsters, who are from youngsters to middle age to senior citizens or whoever has experienced life, who are the target audience for your Adding Zeros that you look forward to?
I am reminded of my show yesterday. I did a show. Each person born on planet Earth is born to win. And I was reminded of the great Zig Ziglar. Each one of us has the potential to win. Each one of us needs to be a winner.
Yeah.
Now, when I spoke about this, I realized there's no age profile today. You can be a winner at 10, 15, 18 and go on to be a winner till your last breath. But if you ask me, for me, the focus is 25 to 55. They are the people who I would like to hold their hand and take them on the journey to greatness. By helping them, those three words come to me: prepare to win and become a winner. So they have to prepare here. And once this triggers, you get all the tools to create those wins through the efforts that you need to make to find your Mount Everest. So the B, self-belief, the do, the effort to have is what you need to become. So for me, the education, the wisdom, the sharing, the caring, the listening, the learning that I need to give to individuals, professionals, and business owners is going to add those zeros in terms of value in every aspect of life. I know I can go on, but since this is a talk show, so we will do more when we speak to them individually, as a group, have our programs, which shall be announced shortly by you and me, and bring them around, to think who you are, what do you want, what's your purpose in life, and you need to add zeros to your life, business and profession.
Absolutely. Harish, it's been amazing talking to you. Your plans ahead, you have a vision. I think that's very important. A vision is something that takes you forward. If you don't have that vision, then you can actually kind of move anywhere around and digress from where you can actually be a rudderless ship, as I would say. And I think that's the vision, which is something that you're going to show us in our coming episodes, which is going to be really encouraging and motivating, right? As you said, from age 25 to 55. So I'm sure our listeners are looking forward to this in the coming weeks. And hopefully every fortnight will come to you with Adding Zeros with Harish Mehta. And of course, you can always reach out to him on his email ID, which is harish@harishmehta.com. I'll just repeat that for you. harish@harishmehta.com. And of course, you can WhatsApp him. He's easily available. He's very reachable. And that's about what is important in communications on this number, which is +91 99209 17477. I'll just repeat that. +91 99209 17477. So it's been an amazing episode 1 on adding zeros with Harish Mehta. We look forward to an awesome journey ahead, a remarkable journey, especially as I really mentioned. India is that Sony ki chiriya which is all set to take off, and of course post the reset. And the same with our own show. Harish Mehta is coming on again, headstrong, head start show with adding zeros with Harish Mehta in coming episodes. All the very best, Harish, and I'm sure every listener is going to get an awesome experience and a very genuine learning all through the episodes. Thank you so much, Harish, for joining on Adding Zeros with Harish Mehta. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Is your business sustainable, predictable, stable, consistent, and has an emotional connect? Happy to serve you, teach you the 5 disciplines for exponential growth. You as a leader and your leadership team, how aligned are you